I'm so different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas.
Everyone, is Blue Nova, and I'm here to bring you a new tutorial on how to get Bryson Tiller's vocal distortion effect that you hear in a lot of his songs, especially in his ad-libs. So I'm going to show you guys how to get that sound. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so we can hit 20K subscribers very soon. I'm going to try to be consistent with you guys again, but I have so much going on with school, mixing people's songs, beats, everything. I have a lot going on, but I'm going to show you guys as much as I can when I have free time. So aside from that, I'm going to jump straight into it. So what I did is just turn off what we have on the master, and just bear with me. My mouse has been having some issues, so there might be some glitches maybe. So we're going to just try. So the first thing we have is just going to be the raw vocal by itself, but we're going to add a little bit of auto-tune on it so that it just corrects some of the bad notes. Now let's go ahead and do this. Now, if you have auto-tune, you want to make sure your key is set to C sharp and then the scale is minor. Input type, put on soprano voice. If you don't have Interest auto-tune, you can use pitch in FL Studio. Just make sure that the scale is on minor and then you set the key to C sharp. Now, this is what the vocal is going to sound like with the auto-tune on it. Now, let's just go ahead and reset this and bring it all the way back to normal volume.
So different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas. So, you're so different, nothing like them other women, nothing like them other women, nothing like them other women. Oh, true.
All right, cool. So the next thing we're gonna do is just add a compressor on it. Now this really just gonna level out the vocal. It's not too, I'm not gonna say we don't care about the compressor on here, but we just need to make sure that the vocal is leveled out. Really, this tutorial is focused on distortion, so all of this is going to be distorted later on. So with the compressor, it doesn't have to be exact, but just make sure it's leveled. Now playing the vocal, this is what it sounds like and looks like.
So different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas. So you,
and without the compressor,
so different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas. So you're so different, nothing like them other women.
Now you can see there's a lot of compression going on. The purple is what's been taken away and the gray was what's left. So you can see that it's heavily compressed, but like I said, the vocal is going to be distorted in the next step. So what we have is going to be a fruity wave shaper. Now this is what's going to be the key to getting the sound. A lot of people are slept on this plugin in FL Studio. What it does is distorts. So it's called Fruity Wave Shaper. The settings that I have are very precise. You want to have a subtle amount right here, and it's kind of weird to adjust these bands, but you can, it's possible, you all can do it. So these are the settings that I have. You can freeze the screen and get these settings, but I'm going to play what we have right here.
So different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas. So you're so different.
And just going to this part, all right, what we hear in all his songs.
Oh, true.
So it sounds like pretty much exactly the same as Tiller. So that's not it. The next step we're gonna do is just add some EQ to it, and we're just gonna remove a lot of that low end muddiness in the EQ because the whole thing is being distorted. We need to clean all that up so that it's not taking over the whole entire audio. And aside from that, we're just gonna go within the 100 200 range and just clean up a lot of that bottom end frequency so that it doesn't sound too muddy. Now this is what it sounds like.
Oh, true.
Let's rewind it back.
I'm so different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas. So yes.
And if we were to bring it back, this is what it would look like and sound like.
I'm so different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas.
So you can see and hear all that muddiness within the vocal. So that's why we had an EQ to bring it up and kill a lot of that low end frequency. After that, we're just gonna add a fruity limiter. Now what I did is just bring the release all the way down to 0. I always leave the attack and the head alone. Another thing is the noise gate on here. With Bryson Tiller's vocals, I kind of noticed that as soon as the vocals play, that it's like it instantly stops. So you want to have a gate so that the vocals don't have anything in between as far as like any noise or breaths, because the vocal is being distorted. So there might be some crunchiness between each part of the vocal. Now, this is what it's going to look like and sound like. So also let me explain that the gain right here is just going to be at negative 18.6. The threshold, have it about at negative 24.8, and the release at 16.20 milliseconds. So now I'm gonna play it.
I'm so different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas. So you're so different, nothing like them other women, nothing.
So you can see like in between, it's really just taking care of the noise that may pass through in those areas. It's not extremely necessary, but if you do want to clean up in between your vocals, if you do have stuff going on in the background, then I do suggest having a noise gate just in case. Now the last two things are really just going to be a fruity delay too, and this isn't really time snap. The tempo, I didn't set it to what it actually is. So just bear in mind, whatever your song is, just make sure your tempo is set. I just put it straight down in the middle for whatever the tempo is, so it can be reflected. I noticed also in Bryson Tiller's vocals, he doesn't really let the delay continue for a long time. It's like it just bounces back once and then it instantly shuts off. So in order to do that on your feedback, you want to just bring it all the way down to 0. And this is what it'll sound like.
I'm so different. I'm so different, nothing like them other niggas.
So you can hear delay just only going one time after it actually plays. And the last thing is just going to be a fruity reverb 2. A fruity reverb 2. And this is just going to add a little bit of space within the vocal. And this isn't exactly extremely necessary for a distorted vocal, but it just adds a little bit of taste to fit within your mix. I noticed that there was a little bit of delay and reverb at the end of his song. So that's the reason why I added the delay 2 and fruity reverb. Now I'm going to play it.
I'm so different, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas. So.
And the last thing is just a fruity convolver. I always emphasize this on a lot of tracks nowadays. They're always cut at the 15K mark. And if you don't have fruity convolver, you can use something as Isotope Ozone's equalizer. Just add a brick wall and cut it at 15K. Or you can use the parametric EQ2 in FL and just bring in the cut at 15K. And you can replicate the same thing as I have. But that's pretty much all that's to it to get the vocal distortion. Now, I don't have the exact instrumental and everything, and I don't want to play the actual song because, you know, copyright and everything, but this is pretty much as close as you'll get to the actual thing. Sounds exactly the same if you were to play these vocals back with the original song. Just make sure when your vocals are distorted this much, it's going to peak at 0 decibels. So you want to bring it down to about -12. That's where I found it was sitting at when I played back with Bryson Tiller's original audio for Let 'Em Know. So that's really all there is to it. That's how you get the ad-libs sounding, the hold-ups, the trues, the fi, all that. Like, this is what's going to get you guys that sound. But if you like the video, make sure you thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Do not leave without subscribing, because I'm going to have some more helpful tutorials and tips for you guys very soon. If you need your song mixed and mastered, you can just go to bluenovabeats.com, go to the contact form on the very bottom, and send me a message through there. If you need any beats, you can go to the store up at the top, and vocal presets, everything is all on bluenovabeats.com. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video.